Hey, hello everybody. This is Jay Godwise, and today's lesson is number 20. And then lessons go in alphabetical order. I numbered them 1 to 210 in alphabetical order. So this is B. Before you speak. Sorry. The lesson number 20 is before you speak. Before you speak, if you can ask yourself three things: is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary? If you ask yourself those three things before you speak and make sure everything you say falls in line with that, then you will be a much better speaker. You will be respected more, you will stop frivolous, trashy talk, and you'll have a better life. So this is what I'll kind of go through these in order. Okay? Before you speak, ask yourself, is it true? This is probably one of the biggest things that happens today in today's world. But very few people are even concerned with the truth. I have a real problem with this. When I start hearing people say something that's just as blatantly false, I defriend someone on Facebook immediately if they do that. I just can't stand to be around that. If you're saying things, and I don't think people are that stupid to not be able to discern the truth. I just don't think most people care. Most people absolutely don't care if what they say is true or not. So, before you speak, ask, is it true? Is what I'm about to say true? Is what I'm about to tell this person true? Is what I'm about to spread out true? Words are things. Words have power. And when you say things that aren't true, you diminish yourself. You diminish your power. You diminish your word. You diminish yourself. So, always say what's true. Or be quiet. So that's number one. Before you pass along gossip, before you pass along a rumor, before you tell a story, before you engage in a discussion and you start to give your opinion, say to yourself, is what I'm about to say true? Is this true? That, if everyone in the world could do that, it would change the world. Number two is it kind? And when I say is it kind, I mean more than just kind in a shallow sense. I mean, is it kind? Is it good? Is it true? Is it good? There's a saying I put in the Sacred Heaven Mall. It says, let thy speech be better than silence, or be silent. Is it good? Is it for good? Is what you're saying to improve the world? Is what you're saying to improve the conversation? Is what you're saying better than you keeping your mouth shut? If it's not a positive, if it's not good, if it's not kind, if it's not for an improvement, then don't say it. So, it's got to be true. It's got to be good. Okay? Got to be worth saying. It's got to be kind. It's got to be kind. It's got to be to improve the situation. It has to be better than silence. And the third one is it necessary? Now, if you ask yourself those three things before you speak and it covers those, then go ahead and talk. But otherwise, don't. And I'm sure you will keep talking as much as you do, but you'll maybe improve your speech. You'll improve your conversation. So is it necessary? And by necessary, I mean, does this need to be heard? Is this something that is pertinent to the conversation? Is it necessary for this person to hear? I don't know an exact figure, but there's a lot of conversation where something isn't true, it's not said for the good, and it's not necessary for it to be said. And those are three terrible strikes. It needs to be said. It needs to be yes on all those accounts. If you're saying to somebody, movie star A, 5,000 miles from me, is having an affair with movie star B, and okay, that may or may not be true. It sure isn't good, and it sure isn't necessary. I don't want to hear that trivial garbage. When I say is it necessary, in olden days, this meant something. People called this idle speech or trivial speech. Wasting your time in olden days was a sin. I mean, everybody in the world, which is another lesson I'll have, gets 24 hours a day of time. Everybody gets the same amount of time. If you're talking a bunch of unnecessary, idle, trivial chit-chat crap that's of no use to anyone, it's not for the good, and it's probably not even true, you're wasting your time. After a 5-minute conversation of wasted garbage, you're 5 minutes closer to death, and you haven't moved a minute's worth. You haven't done anything good. So this is lesson number 20. Okay? Before you speak, ask yourself, is it true? Is it good? And is it necessary? And if you kind of keep that in mind before you interact with people, before you talk to people, before you engage in conversation, you'll be surprised you'll have much better conversations. And your quality of life will go up and you'll live better. So I hope this helps somebody. Maybe some kid out there will hear this and improve the way they speak and think about things a little different. So thank you very much. Hope this helps. Bye.